Hello, vinyl community. Um, well, I did it. I took the $20 plunge. In one of my videos that I think I haven't actually posted yet. I'm backlogged on posting my videos right now. Yes, but I mentioned a little trick, and it does not involve a flying saucer or any kind of exercise equipment, whatever you might think this is, or even a piece of art, really. Yes. So, in my cleaning process, I'm one of the people that I don't have any fancy equipment. I basically clean my records. Actually, I've gotten to the point where I've gotten a little lazy, and frequently, if a record isn't too dirty, I'll just give it a dry wipe with one of the little record cleaners, those traditional record cleaners. That's the whatever that material is. Yes. So, usually more often than not, I'll just do that. If I hear that it's still producing a lot of noise after that, then the next step for me would be to wash it in the sink. So, presently, I stick it on a little knob that you might use for like a drawer or something. I just kind of stick it on there and use that as like a spindle, so I could just spin it as I'm pouring the water on it. From the faucet. I just do it in the sink, just plain old tap water. And so I'll just spin it. A little bit of water gets on the label, and in most cases it's not a big deal, because the labels are generally glossy, at least a very slight gloss. So if a little water stays on there for a couple minutes, it's not going to be a big deal. It won't even damage the label. Occasionally there's a paper label that that could potentially get a little water damage, and I've had that happen once before. But to me, again, the label isn't a big deal. But yes, so I was looking at label savers and that sort of thing, and I happened upon a forum. Let me move this window here. The Steve Hoffman Music Forums, and there was a very interesting post that involved locking suction cup dent pullers. Now, in the forum, he mentioned he got some for $5 each, because it does require two. And I locally, I found some online that would have been like $5, but I figured, if I'm going to do this, I might as well get a nice pair of them, and just so the ones I got these at AutoZone, the Bondo brand. It's stage 2, whatever that means. All you automotive people probably know what that means, but yeah. But you see it here. I've selected one of my recent purchases, actually, and this is one that I didn't really care if something happened to it in this process, but I do enjoy international music and Ukrainian wedding dance songs. Sure, I'll add that to my collection. So that's what we have here, and as you see, I've applied 2 of the dent pullers, and see it's created quite a seal. I'm pulling on that pretty hard, and they're not budging, and it's not bending the record or anything, because there's equal pressure from both sides, because we have a dent puller on either side. Ideally, on this side it doesn't matter too much, because there was enough of the, what do you call that area? We'll call it the white space. I can't think of the terminology right now. There was enough of the dead space, or the white space, in the middle of the record, that I could easily just put it in there. This other side is a little more full, and so it just barely covers it. So yeah, so there might be a little bit of overlap on this side. So ideally, this suction cup would have been a little bit smaller, but not too much smaller, because you do want to fully cover that label. Yeah, but thank you so much to, it looks like it was on the Steve Hoffman music forums. You could go to forums.stevehoffman.tv, and you could probably just do a search for dent puller, and it should come right up. But there's a series of pictures, showing how it's done, basically. And the post is by Jeff Guidry from Lafayette, Louisiana. So thank you so much for this idea, Jeff. Wow, look at that. So now I could just hold it in the sink, wet both sides. I could even just use the scrubber in the sink, because ordinarily I hold the record in the sink, then I move it over to microfiber and lay it there, and then give it a good scrubbing. This, I could just hold it under the water and be scrubbing it. So that's pretty incredible. Yeah, I'm very pleased. So this is basically a $20 solution. There's a legitimate label saver out there. I want to say, in fact, let's see if I could do a quick search for it. Label saver. Sorry, I'm typing with one hand there. Well, that's bringing up wine label savers. Oh, there we go. Record. The Groove Master. Let's. I guess we'll click on there. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if this is. Yeah, okay. I believe this is it. Well, it looks like I see one for $43. That's pretty steep considering what the device is. But from what I understand, the actual Groove Master label saver is, it's being made on a small scale. But for less than half of that price, you can use 2 dent pullers. Look at that. Now, it remains to be seen. I haven't actually tested it, like how watertight this seal is. But I mean, from pulling on it, and we haven't lost any suction. Yeah. I think that's going to work great. But yeah, I do need to test and make sure that it is actually watertight, and that this rubber part is not gonna. I don't think it'll absorb any water. Yeah, I mean, if it was absorbent, I don't think you would be able to create a vacuum, right? I don't know. Anyway, there you have it, and yeah, so I'm gonna be testing this out. I'll probably, since I have it on this one, I'll test it out right now. Actually, I'll just show you real quick. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, now that'll release it. There you go. So even just undoing one didn't fully release the vacuum. So that's actually kind of good to know. You do have to apply both. So I'll try and show you real quick here. So I basically centered one on one side. Then you kind of flip it over. And then, as best you can, try and center the other one. That looks pretty good. And then I apply both at the same time. And there you go. Look at that. Easy, easy, easy. Oh man. What a good idea this is. What a good idea. I love this. I love it. Again, I don't know where he got the idea. Jeff Guidry, or sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but you're probably not watching this anyway. But yeah, what a great idea. So again, go to forums.stevehoffman.tv. Just do a search for Dent Polar. I'm sure the series of pictures will come up. He kind of shows how to do it. It looks like he's using smaller ones too. Well, the ones he's using are cheaper too. I'm not sure of the measurement on this one. It looks like it's going to be okay, an okay size. I was very concerned at first, but there's actually just just enough gap there on that side that I think it'll work out okay. Yeah. So now, time to go watch the record. I'm not going to be showing that part. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to watch me cleaning a record, but there's enough of those videos out there. But yeah, I'm so excited about this. Wow. Wow. Alright, well, if this is something you think you might be interested in, definitely go to your AutoZone or other auto accessories or supply retailer, or you can go on Amazon. They have a lot of them listed on Amazon as well. Again, this particular brand is Bondo. It's probably, in fact, I'm sure it's more expensive than you would need. But I did notice from close-up pictures of ones I saw on Amazon, the rubber suction cup part was kind of rough, and I don't know. It looked lower quality. Like this one seems like nice, good quality. So I'm kind of glad I bumped up the limit there a little bit, and I was gonna pass because it was double what I was originally going to spend. But tonight I figured, I'm just gonna do it and see if it works, and if it does, great. It'll be much, much easier to clean my records in the sink. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So, all right, well, there you go. I'm very excited. Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.